In 2012, Americans spent more than 1 million days in the hospital, each from injuries sustained from car accidents. According to a recent press release from the CDC, that number is growing every year. Teens and young adults from ages 15 to 29 are at an especially high risk of motor vehicle injuries.
I didn't really get it in time because by the time I did, I was already off the road, and it straightened out and I went into a tree, and it cracked the windshield, and I had my seatbelt on, thank God.
Young people like Sharp accounted for nearly 1 million crash injuries in 2012, which was 38% of every car injury that year. Pete Stroud was in a bad car wreck in 2012. He's lucky to be alive. Pete spent nearly 2 weeks in the hospital treating a hip that bothers him to this day, solely because of lack of good judgment from the driver.
And we get in the car, and he just starts driving reckless, starts playing chicken on the highway, and then we crash into a tree. Since we had to squeeze into a car, it's two-door, so I had a girl sitting in my lap, crashed, and I broke my hip, and she broke two of her hips, or both of her hips.
When it comes to the reason that teens lead the country in car wrecks, Pete and Sam have the same thoughts.
Too young, feel invincible almost, and he was just trying to impress his friends, I feel like.
A lot of people think that nothing could happen to them, they're invincible.
Unfortunately, nobody is invincible to these injuries, but many of them can be prevented. State officials say that this starts with people wearing their seatbelts, less texting and driving, and the reduction of drinking and driving. For NewsWatch, I'm Braseth.